You should care about your privacy and you should care that people are listening, but we also have just way too many people who way overshare.
We really do.
Like that's the entire purpose of social media is for people to overshare.
Hmm.
Social media actually becomes more successful the less private people allow themselves to be.
Yeah. That really fancy meal that you had that you could Instagram, I would argue that it's actually more meaningful if you didn't Instagram it. You know,
And
when you come back from a place and somebody's like, "Well, did you get pictures?" It's like, "No, I didn't need pictures. It's in my head. It was meaningful. I did not need to stop and take a picture of it." Sometimes I do.
well, there is
Sometimes I might, and I want the
taking a
ability
picture
to.
is different because people have been since photography was invented, people have been taking pictures
Hmm.
of things since the first time somebody could go out to a store and buy a camera, which at that time you also had to buy film.
Hmm.
So you not only had to buy the thing, you also had to buy the thing that fed what you just bought. So it was a continued investment, which kept all those companies going. Ever since then, we have been taking pictures of memorable moments.
No, and by the way, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Like, do that. But
So,
don't do it always for the purpose of like, well, I have to share this with 50 people or 500 people or 5,000 people or however many people I'm connected to on
yeah.
the gram and the Facebook and whatever else.
When my wife and I were on our honeymoon and went for a hike one day, there were some things worth taking pictures of. Nothing got posted, and we had talked about this beforehand. Nothing got posted until we got back. Because, and the only people we actually were connected to on social media were people that we knew in person
Hmm.
and were relatively intimate with, personally speaking.
Hmm.
So, it was all people who would actively want to know how our honeymoon went
Sure.
or what all we did. Well, now I don't have to sit down and have a conversation with every single person. Now I can just direct you to the Facebook post. And the only
Yeah.
person I need to sit down and have a conversation with is the 2 or 3 people that don't have Facebook
Yep.
and are even better for it. But that is one of the best uses of social media.
Agreed. Agreed.
Is like when you limit your friends on social media to just people that you know in person and don't just blindly accept friend requests, then there's well, for one thing, it'll probably wind up being less than 200 people. And then if you, at another point, go through once a year, just go through your social media and go, do I actually know this person? I actually remember who this person is?
Hmm.
If you don't remember the name or really the face, if it was a single encounter and then Facebook friended, cut them out. Your life is none of their business. Their life is none of yours.
Yeah, and if you offended them by that, well, then both of you should rethink, or at least they should rethink, what the purpose of social media is.
Yeah, there's a deeper problem there than just the fact that you did it.
Hmm. Yeah. You don't owe them, to echo an earlier point, you don't really owe them that.
Yeah.
They must remain your friend.
Yeah, you don't. You also don't owe anybody what you had for breakfast.
No. And if you want to share, if you want to
Unless
share it,
if you're like an aspiring chef or something, and you happen to make something that's really good and it looks really good, and you're like, I know some people who would like to see it. For one thing, you can just send pictures directly to people, to certain people. You don't have to let everybody in the entire world see it. So if you're like, oh, I know 2 or 3 people that would like this, that's what group chats are for. You can form a group chat to send a single message. There's no shame in that.
that brings up a good angle on it. Because if you were the chef and you were posting it to Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, whatever, you could make the case that that's networking, that's marketing, that's advertising, and that sounds good. But when you're the average person, the networking, advertising, and marketing excuse makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, if it's an actual business thing, but if you're just like, hey, I'm practicing my cooking skills and you make something that's really good and you want to share it with two or three people, then just share it with those two or three people. Don't like throw it out there for everybody to see.
Hmm.
Which I know Facebook is kind of like, that's like old people social media now. I don't know what most people are using. What, Snapchat? Although I think that's already out the door. Instagram.
We're both almost 28. We can make old person jokes. So,
Yeah, we're almost 28, but we're also of the generation that is supposed to be like completely saturated in social media. I know nothing about social media. Like, in my opinion, 2015 was like the peak of meme culture. Like, the best memes were from like 2015, in my personal opinion. Because I see memes now and I'm like, I don't get it at all. I'm gonna go raise my children that I produced because I do things other than hang out on social media and read memes all the time. But that's,
yeah.
again, another discussion for another time. But yeah, I don't know what the kids are using these days. I also don't really care. I just know that my children will not be allowed to touch any of it.
Hmm.